Welcome to Manly Voices.
Hello, one and all. Welcome back to Manly Voices. I'm Evan, also known as Manly Voice. I'm back again with Gabs.
Yeah, you do.
So we hit a.
Are you gonna eat that second taco?
There's plenty of tacos.
Oh my god, I'm gonna get another taco.
Gabs is gonna get more tacos. So we reached a critical point in the class trial. Mondo is our current.
There's so many tacos left.
Yeah, right. Take some to go if you want.
That means he left. Yeah, that means out the door shit.
Oh, Evan, this is such a nice day.
So Mondo is now our prime
Anyway,
suspect.
back to the murder.
Mondo's our prime suspect in the murder of Chihiro, who is a boy, it turns out. And he made a slip of the tongue, and now Hifumi is going to present evidence, supposedly.
Hifumi, take it home, my boy.
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it here calmly, it might not be all that relevant.
Jeez, is your confidence just get up and walk away? It's fine, man. Tell us.
If you really insist, then... here it is.
What do you have there?
It happens to be an e-handbook. I found it lying on the ground, so I scooped it up.
You found it on the ground, right? Then it must belong to... Chihiro, Mondo...
Chihiro.
It's mine. We know Chihiro's handbook was missing from the scene of the crime, right?
I'm sorry. For a fact. Oh, darn it.
For a fact indeed. I was totally sure I found it.
Then it must hold some clue about the culprit, right?
Well, that's what I was hoping, but it's busted. It won't even turn on.
I imagine the culprit broke it to get rid of any evidence after the murder.
That's odd. I didn't think the handbooks were quite so fragile.
You're right, they're not. They're totally waterproof and shock resistant. It would take an awful lot to break one.
And yet this one does appear to be broken, as is Leon sitting useless in the main hall. For all your confidence, that is a remarkably high failure rate.
Do you think there might be some kind of mystery in there somewhere?
See, he does that with his mouth. That's why
you do it, but I just think it's funny that you do it.
How precisely did the handbooks get broken?
How did the handbook break? There's only one possible explanation. By hitting its weak
sex on it. There's a weak point.
It's also known as the G-spot. You already told us before that the handbook
It's the gigabyte spot.
The gigabyte spot. The handbook has one weak point, didn't you?
Yeah, you remember that? Sure, maybe I let that slip, but I never told anyone what the weak point actually was.
But if the handbook is supposed to never break, and two of them broke in quick succession, then... And we can only assume that someone figured out its weakness. You know what the weakness is, right, Monokuma? So what is it?
Huh? You're asking me?
I think it's a necessary piece of information if you want this to be a fair trial.
But if I tell you and someone else decides to copy it, that would not be very good.
He looks so
That
sad!
would be very not good.
I love Monokuma just because when he's sad, he looks so sad.
I know, he's such a good character for what he is. Just tell us already, what would we want, why we want to break our own handbooks?
Oh well, I have a weakness for pushy demands. But you're sure you won't follow their example? Then allow me to make a special announcement. The weak point of my cutting-edge e-handbook is... when it's exposed to high temperatures for too long, it'll suffer a meltdown and totally break! I flippin' knew it!
You knew it? Dude, calm down. First of all...
Yeah, because I found the handbook laying on the floor of the sauna! The temperature in the sauna can reach over 200 degrees. Strange how you don't get burnt, huh? It's because as your sweat evaporates, it creates a cooling layer of air around your skin.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
If the hot air of the sauna were somehow pushed directly onto your skin, you'd definitely get fried.
Like an oven.
That layer of air would get blown away. That's why you may feel a burning when you move around. So when you're in a sauna, make sure to keep nice and still.
Wow, interesting. I learned one new fact today.
Oh, he writes it down in his little handbook, little notebook thing.
That is a mere trifling speck of knowledge.
Anyway, if you found the victim's handbook in the sauna, then the killer must have been purposely trying to raise the temperature in order to break it.
Meaning the culprit somehow knew its weakness.
But how'd they find out? Monokuma said he didn't tell anyone, right?
Indeed, quite the mystery.
What if they found out by accident? Because Mondo was wearing his clothes in the sauna. Taco was in a towel. Mondo was in his clothes. You ever seen that Vine where it's like a drunk girl in a bathtub and she's like, I'm washing me and my clothes, bitch. And she's like in sweatpants and a hoodie and all of her friends in the background are like, she's drunk as fuck. And they gave her a bathtub with like 3 inches of water. She's like, I'm washing me in my clothes.
Okay, I've never seen that.
Anyway, this has been Gab's little Vine anecdote. What do you mean by accident? What if the killer took their own handbook into the sauna, not knowing its weakness, and it broke? They'd realize it was broken, of course, and it wouldn't be hard to figure out.
Just Mondo in the corner of the screen, just being like,
I know.
Fuck you!
Fuck you! Anyone with a mouth open little sprite thing is just constantly screaming as far as I'm concerned.
yeah.
And once they had Chihiro's handbook, they knew they had an easy
Can't
way.
unsee it now.
I can't. They knew they had an easy way to dispose of it.
I won't say it's not possible, but who would have done something like that? I don't know anyone who took their handbook into the sauna. I might know someone who did.
Whoa, seriously?
I think the one who may have taken their handbook into the sauna was...
Oh, Taka!
Who might have brought their handbook? It had to be the one who wore all their clothes into the sauna. It was...
It was Sayaka.
Yes.
But where's Sayaka?
Fuck you!
Oh, Mondo. I liked him.
Yeah. Mondo, your handbook got broken in the sauna, didn't it?
What? Why? Why do you keep accusing him?
Oh.
Mondo and Taka had an endurance contest in the sauna not too long ago, remember? And for the contest, Mondo just so happened to keep his school uniform on.
The towel over his hair.
But little did he realize he'd also left his handbook in one of his uniform pockets. He must have given Taka a blowjob to keep him silent.
Oh my god.
And when it was all over, Mondo discovered that taking your handbook into the sauna could easily destroy it.
No, wait! Hold on! You've got it all wrong! He would never kill! I don't accept this! Show me the proof! The actual solid proof!
I mean, I don't want to believe it either, but I found something that proves beyond a shadow of a doubt. Broken e-handbook, Chihiro's e-handbook, card reader. Let's look at all real before we go. Broken e-handbook. One of the main hall handbooks is broken. It's assumed that it's Leon's, but it's very unlikely that his would have broken. So
Oh.
that must be the point of this trial. But let's see. It was found on her corpse, and his corpse, and is now missing. So, but we just found it in Ifumi's possession, but it won't turn on now. What was the other? The card reader?
Yeah.
That's probably messing. Let's test another card. Whoops. Broken e-handbook. You broke the handbook.
In other words, if Makoto's handbook is actually, or Mondo's handbook is actually broken, and proves that what Makoto said is right.
My goddamn notebook works fuck you! See? Look! Makoto was wrong after all!
AB.
Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly!
I'm sure Mondo's handbook broke. So this must mean that the handbook that Mondo has is
Leon's.
Okay. Yeah. Shit. No. Fucking white noise. Da 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 da. The seconds move faster as I skip the seconds. Oh, damn it! I thought it was gonna get it early. Shit.
Okay. Oh, Taka.
Yeah, it's so sad.
He's gonna have such a hard time trusting others after
I'm being
this.
jostled.
I'm so sad.
Alright, I'm gonna make sure to break the. It did it. I did it. I take that, you fuck.
Take that. Fuck you.
Fuck you! You're trying to break my words in half with your words. What kind of newfangled shit is that?
Mondo, the handbook you have right now, is it really yours?
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
The broken handbook that was in the main hall. Isn't that one actually yours? What the heck are you talking about? Fuck you!
He just swears for the first time ever.
What I mean is, I think Mondo swapped his handbook out for the one that actually works. I think he took Leon's handbook and replaced it with his own. After all, Monokuma said himself that Leon's handbook never should have broken.
That's right. The punishment it suffered wasn't nearly enough to destroy it.
So then the broken handbook in the main hall is actually Mondo's. Which would mean that the handbook Mondo has right now is actually Leon's, yes?
But does that violate school regulation that says that loading your handbook out is prohibited? Babe, we went over this already.
Well, here's how I look at it. There is a rule about loaning your e-handbook to another student, but if they're dead, they're not a student. It's kind of a gray area, I admit it, but no worries. If anything, it just makes things more interesting. As such, I decree that exchanging handbooks with a corpse is not a violation of the rules.
Well, Mondo, if I'm wrong about this, you're welcome to say so. I'm happy to admit I made a mistake, but... Son of a bitch! What's wrong, bro? Come on, tell him he's wrong! You are wrong! You have to be wrong! Everything you just said is wrong! You made it all up!
Oh, baby.
Okay, then why don't we look back on this case one more time from the beginning?
Or nah.
That way everything will become clear, and we'll see if I was right or wrong.
Alright, so it's the comic building time.
Oh, shit.
Alright.
The scary one.
Okay, so... Alright, so Chihiro's packing her things.
Yeah.
Or his things, sorry. And then Celeste is like, oh, you don't mind me. What are you doing there?
She sees the
She sees
track bag.
the track bag. Where is
I think that was towards the beginning.
This?
Yeah.
Drag it there. And then, oh, I have to use the trackpad to move the scroll thing. Okay, so since Chihiro was a boy, he would have went to the went to the boys' locker room and
Use the card.
used their card to, or maybe they would have swiped their card and then entered the boys' locker room. And Mondo's like, "Hey, what's up? I'm gonna kill you while your back's turned." What would go here? Grabbed the dumbbell.
Yeah.
And then, oh no, blood. And then, what blood got on the poster.
Yes.
And then on the carpet. So he's all startled. He killed Chihiro. He started switching the scene of the crime, which involved switching the posters. No, he took the poster off and then put it back.
Yeah. That's so weird.
And then he used... Wait. So what... Right? He took the poster off. Took the poster off. He's not the one who wrote the bloodbath stuff. He was like,
that was Jen. That was Byakuya. What's that image? That
Here?
one?
I think that's him entering the sauna to go break the
Oh, okay.
handbook. Supposedly he's using Junko or Sayaka's handbook to enter the girls' locker room. And then here, yeah.
There's the girls' locker room.
Would that go there?
Yeah, because he's opening up the door.
I feel
or no, yeah, it would go there where you put the poster, right? No.
Or would the poster go here after going in? Yeah, because everything is already here.
Yeah.
After. So let's put the poster or the door here.
And then
then the poster here. The switched poster. Okay. So that's done. Crime scene's set. Byakuya comes in. How did he get in here in the first place?
That's the other big question. Maybe
he also stole
one of the other passes.
He just happened to come into the girl. That's so That's so sketch, though.
Ugh, everything about him is just the worst.
Alright, so he came in, he wrapped her up with the cord. And, he used her own blood to write bloodlust on the wall. His, damn it. Fucking pronouns. And so this is when he walked into the sauna, and he threw his notebook in, and it broke. Okay, that should be right. Let's reenact.
Okay. First, let's take a look back to before the incident. Slam. Last night, Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse, correct? At the time, she was apparently stuffing something into a duffel bag.
Okay, we got that right.
Clink. That something was a blue tracksuit. You can confirm this, right, Celeste? Shaw. Bye. Act 2. With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out even though it was officially nighttime. She made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room. But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room? What? Oh no!
Okay, wait.
So what goes there instead? This? Or does it would be to go in, right? She's going
Yes. Okay.
in. Okay, so let's try it again.
When Evan and I played, we also screwed this part up.
Yeah.
Well, it's so unclear, some of these.
Yeah. Bag in hand, she heard it out. Da-da-da-da-da. She made her way to the locker room, specifically boys. She was... Okay, we got that. Okay, cool. Click, beep.
Simple, because she was really a he, which is why he was able to use his own e-handbook to gain entrance to the boys' locker room.
Aww.
Once inside, he met with someone there, and the person he met was the one who killed him. Creak. Cha-cha. Ha! It seemed likely that the killer grabbed a nearby dumbbell, approached an unsuspecting Chihiro. Dun-da. Crunch! And attacked him. Flip, splat, and that's where the bloodstains on the poster and the carpeting in the boys' locker room came from. Wham, ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-bum. It was likely in the heat of the moment. The body was arranged, but the murder itself felt unplanned. Roll, roll, roll. Shirk. Which is why the killer tried to hurry and hide the act, first pulling up the bloodstained carpet, then removing the bloody poster.
There's police sirens happening outside.
Okay, I
right
was
now.
gonna ask you if that was part of the game or if that was my reality.
That's really funny.
Oh, that's
And-
really freaky.
And finally carrying the corpse into the girls' locker room. A girls' handbook was necessary to get into the locker room, of course. This alone... it's really loud now. Oh,
Here he come.
this alone doesn't prove... Take him away, officers!
Yeah, seriously.
That was a emergency thing.
But this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl. After all, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks had been placed in the main hall. Using one of those, a boy could get into the girls' locker room without much problem. And that's exactly how the killer did it. With the carpet and the poster they brought in with them, they got to work. They changed the layout of the boys' and girls' locker room in what you might call a crime scene switch.
No one's ever gonna call it that.
Yeah,
Photo.
that's not gonna catch on.
Act 4.
Heh. That could have been the end of things, but no.
But no.
Byakuya discovered the body and decided to intervene in the situation, making things even more complicated.
One might argue unnecessarily but he already had the extension cord. He knew that this was gonna happen.
Yeah. Maybe maybe
maybe he'd caught them meeting up in the past or something.
Or maybe he saw Mondo moving. No, he would have been surprised because he was surprised about the actual murder scene being
Right.
the boys' locker room. So he
Maybe
couldn't have witnessed
Byakuya is
it
actually a lady.
So after stumbling on this crime scene, he went and grabbed the extension cord from the library, and then he got to work. Grr, grr. He used the cord to string up Chihiro's lifeless body. Wipe.
There's no sound effect for wiping, so it's just wipe.
Then, using the victim's own blood, he left a grisly message there at the crime scene. He wanted to create the illusion that Genocide Jack was responsible for the slaughter. And around the same time that Byakuya was putting together this facade, the killer, having already disposed of Chihiro's bag and other belongings, arrived at the sauna. There, they planned to destroy the last piece of evidence, Chihiro's handbook. Swoo! Wham! Grr. Bzzz. And just as the killer expected, the steamy sauna was enough to ruin the electronic gadget. Somehow the killer knew that the handbook couldn't stand up to the heat of the sauna. And the reason they knew that is because the sauna had already wrecked their own handbook. And that's how it all played out.
Ugh.
Isn't that right, Mondo Owada? Complete!
Oh, poor Mondo. I'm so sad.
Wait, no, this can't be right. Where's your evidence? Yeah, where's your evidence? You need evidence. You need proof. Without any proof, you can't pin any of this on him.
Evidence that Mondo's the killer? That already revealed itself earlier in the trial. If I can somehow show where Mondo's handbook is right now, once I do that, everything will become clear.
Okay. Let's talk a little about fever time and nega time. During a
God.
bullet time battle, if you press the RB button, fever time will activate and the tempo will be forced to its max. At this point, even if you push the button at random, you won't miss. So you can push AY, however you want to destroy the opponent's verbal assault. But this only lasts until your focus gauge runs out, so make the best possible use of your time. Of course, it wouldn't be fair if only you got access to special time, right? So we've also prepared something called nega time that your opponent can use. If the opponent activates nega time during the bullet time battle, your tempo marker will disappear, making it quite a bit tougher to hit the buttons in rhythm. If you were to activate fever time at this point, nah, never mind, I'm sure nothing would happen. I don't know what I was worried about. Surprisingly, if your action difficulty is set to gentle, the opponent won't use nega time. Well then, good luck and have fun. Alright, so we will have to, the opponent will use nega time.
Okay.
Alright, Taka, I can't believe I have to fight you. Show me some evidence. You're wrong. Shit, I'm missing. I need to focus on the actual button thing. Tempo up, damn, oh shit, oh no, I'm missing, tempo down, shit, oh no, shit, okay, I activated the other, okay, final strike. Broken knee handbook. Without any proof, you can't pin any of us on him. Nope. Ugh,
That was stressful.
that was stressful.
If my thinking so far is right, Mondo must have replaced his broken handbook with Leon's. In which case, we can just check each of our handbooks right now. Once we do that, we'll...
We don't gotta do that.
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah. I did it. I killed him.
Oh, Mondo. Why'd you do it, buddy?
All right, this is where we're gonna leave this part. We're gonna continue the rest of the trial next time on Melee Roses.
No, we can finish this.
Do you really wanna?
Yeah.
This is something we did similar for Leon's trial.
Well, isn't it just basically the execution left?
Yeah, we can do it in a longer episode. Sure.
Let's do it.
Okay. We got an A, so we got 84 Monokuma tokens.
Nice. Well, I don't feel very good about them.
Bro, what are you saying?
I got no choice, man. After hearing all that, I gotta just give up. Go ahead, Monokuma. Get it over with. Ask for the goddamn verdict.
Roger that!
Wait, hold on!
No waiting! No holding on! Time for the moment we've all been waiting for! Grab your lever and give it a yank! Who will you elect as the Blackened this time around? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Oh.
Ta-da!
I'm so sad.
Yeah,
Why did you do it?
he'll explain.
Explain.
Uh-oh! This time it looks like you got it right again! Yes, it is so! The Blackened that killed Chihiro Fujisaki was... Mondo Owada! In case you're wondering, the vote was not unanimous. Kiyotaka chose the wrong answer. You're treading very close to the danger zone, Mr. Ishimaru. You need to be more careful.
I refuse to believe it! There's no way!
No way he would kill someone!
Sorry.
Why are you apologizing? Why? Why? Why did you do it?
Well, it looks like Mondo's taken a vow of silence, so allow me to explain on his behalf.
Oh my gosh.
The story of the murder this time is the sad story of two men. Oh, but for anyone who doesn't really want to hear it, you can hit the B button to fast forward the text. Anyway, there was once a young boy, and his name was Chihiro Fujisaki. He had an extreme inferiority complex regarding his own lack of strength. You're so weak even though you're a boy! He'd heard things like that as long as he could remember, and he couldn't even overcome his weakness. On the contrary, he tried to hide it and buried himself further and further into that weakness. To take on the fragile form of a petite young girl. He had chosen that as his way out.
Now no one will be able to say anything about you even though you're a boy.
But no matter how tightly he wrapped himself up in that shell, the inferiority complex had already taken root deep inside of him, and it was not so easily weeded out. As it turned out, the shell was completely empty. The complex didn't disappear. Instead, it only grew stronger and stronger.
I'm weak. Weak.
Sorry.
Poor baby.
Once the killing game had begun here at the school, he had no choice but to accept this fact. After all, this world's survival of the fittest. If you're not strong, you don't survive. And then the lovely and hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets. Which of course included Chihiro's embarrassing secret, which I was more than willing to divulge. Even though he dresses like a girl, Chihiro is actually a boy. And that was something Chihiro couldn't let anyone find out, no matter the cost. If that was revealed, it would be the end. The hardened shell would crack, the armor would fall away. Without a doubt, those around him would torture him more than ever before. Everyone figured being thrust into such a dilemma must have sent him spiraling into despair. And yet...
Sorry, I don't really want to talk about it right now. But I also don't want to leave things the way they are, so maybe we can talk about it later. After I try my best to become strong, then I can tell everyone.
Annoyingly, he used the threat of discovery to motivate himself to become stronger.
Now here's my chance. I'm gonna get stronger and accept who I am. Strong enough so that when someone says even though you're a boy, it'll be okay. I'll get better.
With that thought at the front of his high-pitched mind, he resolved to take immediate action. And so... that day he made the commitment to begin exercising. He was prepared to retrain his mind and body. But sadly, that would be the first and only chance he would get at it. When he decided to start exercising, he thought it would be good to ask for someone's help. But he wanted to tell that person his secret first, and then ask them to help him from there. And the person he went to...
It was me.
Yep, it sure was!
They trusted him.
The biker gang fella had been painfully clear about how important his manly promises were. So Chihiro probably figured that even if he confided in Mondo, his honor would make him keep the secret. Plus, Mr. Macho Mondo was the very symbol of a strong man that Chihiro has always aspired to.
Maybe talking to Mondo about it will give me some courage.
So apparently that's Chihiro talking.
Oh.
So we were to ask Mondo to help him become strong.
I'm pretty sure that was a typo.
I think so, too.
Monokuma was supposed to say that, but that's really funny.
That was his aspiration. And he thought that only with Mondo's support would he ever be able to come close to that.
So then, that must have been why Mondo did what he did, to keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro.
Huh? Did what he did? You mean that's why Mondo carried Chihiro from the boys' locker room to the girls' locker room?
That's still fucked up. Yes, that's exactly what I mean.
Wasn't that to cover up what he'd done?
That could have been part of it, but I don't think that was the main reason. The real purpose was to keep the promise between men he'd made to Chihiro.
But how does moving the body keep his secret?
Because if everyone knew he'd been killed in the boys' locker room, everyone would have been arguing about how she got into the boys' locker room, right? Once that started up, at least a few of us would have immediately begun to suspect his identity, so he tried to protect Chihiro's secret by putting him in the girls' locker room and stealing his handbook. See?
Then Mondo did all of that to keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro, who he'd also killed? Why would he do that? The more I hear you talk, the more I don't understand. I mean, you guys trusted each other, right?
Press A.
Come on!
Come on, press A, please. It's still going. Enter.
So why did you...
Please. Came undone somehow. Okay.
So why did you...
Because, no matter what, I didn't want anyone to know.
So that's what triggered it after all. Oh, the possibility of having your embarrassing memories and secrets exposed.
That's impossible! Nothing could have been that bad! Something he didn't want anyone to know, even if it meant killing someone? It's impossible!
How many times must I repeat myself? To judge others by your own standard is the height of folly. Even if you can't comprehend it, he obviously can. That's all there is to it.
Well, while we're on the subject, why don't I tell ya? That embarrassing memory, that secret he didn't want anyone to know? You know what Mondo did? He killed his own brother!
Oh shit.
Mondo, the ultimate biker gang leader, makes all the hoodlums and riffraff across the country tremble. But the only reason he had the chance to join a gang in the first place was because of a certain someone. Mondo's older brother's name was Daya Owada. Mondo had nothing but respect for him. It was because of Daya that Mondo ever got on a motorcycle.
Did he have just a different colored corn cob?
I guess.
Mondo's brother was his only family growing up. He was the only one Mondo could trust or respect. He wanted to measure up to his big brother, so he imitated him in everything he did. Mondo was the epitome of the starry-eyed kid brother. Meanwhile, the charismatic older brother had put together a local motorcycle gang. And before anyone knew it, he had grown to the biggest biker gang in the country. Daya, the older brother, number one in the gang, and his number two, his younger brother, Mondo. In the beginning, everything was peaches and gravy.
Those don't go together.
But when Mondo started to think about how he would have to take over the gang from his brother someday, his brother's greatness, his reputation, began to gnaw on Mondo's very soul.
The kid's gonna take over for Daya, huh? Daya created this gang with his bare hands. Mondo's just along for the ride.
Oh, dang.
Could someone like that really be our leader? All that'll do is make the gang look bad.
Okay, Joyzy.
Almost every day, Mondo heard gossip and whispers of the other members of the gang. Which is why.
I gotta get stronger. Stronger than Daya. Once. Just one time. No matter what, I gotta win. I don't care what it takes. I gotta come out on top.
And on the night of his amazing brother's retirement ceremony, Mondo challenged him to a street race. But during the race, tragedy struck. The kid brother pushed ahead with reckless abandon, eager for victory, and dashed into oncoming traffic. But suddenly...
Oh, fuck. Oh, so he didn't really, kill him, but he was just an idiot about it.
laying in his kid brother's arms, the older brother delivered his final words.
My bad, kid. I fucked up. Sorry.
Of course he knew it was his brother's fault, but Daya never blamed him for what happened.
Hey, kid. The rest is up to you. No matter what, you gotta keep the gang together. 'Cause it's the team. You and me put together. It's a promise between men.
Oh.
He decided to hide the truth of what happened from everyone else in the gang. In order to keep the gang together and keep the promise to his brother, he could never admit to anyone that it was his own weakness that had caused the accident. And as a result, the team was made even stronger under the banner of the kid who'd bested his big brother. Daya was gonna lose to this kid brother, so he got stupid and get himself killed. That became the explanation for what happened. Mondo's lie became the truth. He wanted to lead the team so bad he was willing to tell all kinds of lies about his brother.
I'm strong. Strong, 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 strong! Fuck you!
No!
And yet,
And yet... As soon as our killing game began, he realized, no matter how tough he pretended to be, he was just another weakling that could die in an instant. And then the hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets. At that point, it was clear I would have no problem shedding light on his secret. Mondo killed his own older brother.
no matter what, I couldn't let the other gang members find out. If that happened, everything would have been ruined. Everything me and my brother had worked to create would have been destroyed. His death, all the guilt I've been carrying around, it all would have been for nothing. So that's why I...
Mondo.
After I saw what Monokuma had on me, my head filled up with a kind of fuzzy uneasiness and just started swirling around. I never felt anything like it before. I didn't know what to do about it. I wasn't sure what to think or say, but after a while that fuzzy uneasiness turned itself into a rock-hard lump of anxiety that weighed down in my stomach. And it was right around then that Chihiro asked me to start working out with him. And right there, he told me a secret. Seriously? Jesus.
Yeah, I'm sorry I lied to you.
But why? Why now? Why are you telling me this all of a sudden?
Huh?
'Cause I mean, you've kept this secret all this time, right? If anyone found out, you would...
You're right, but I want to change. I wrapped myself in lies. I'm weak. I want to destroy that version of me forever.
His words were like a knife in my gut. I felt like he was exposing the lie I'd been living myself.
I have to change. I don't want to be weak anymore. You're so strong. Can't hurt you, right? Whatever secret Monokuma might tell us.
So what? You're saying I should just say it? You're saying if I really am, I should just be able to tell everyone my secret?
Huh?
I was jealous. I was jealous of Chihiro's strength. He had the strength to face his own weakness, to try and overcome it. It was the kind of strength I'd never had, so I was jealous of him. And that jealousy broke me. Are you making fun of me? I'm strong? Are you fucking with me right now?
I'm not making fun of you. You really are strong, Mondo.
I felt like I could hear something starting to creak. Something inside my head. What did he want me to do? What was I supposed to do? Was I supposed to sit back and let my secret get revealed and ruin everything?
What? What's wrong?
Why did you have to tell me all that? Are you trying to rub my failure in my face?
No, I just really admire you. I admire your strength.
That's right. I am strong. Strong. I'm strong. Strong, 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 strong. Stronger than you. And stronger than Daya!
This just proves how toxic masculinity can be.
Seriously.
I don't remember anything after that. When I woke up again, he was laying at my feet, covered in blood. I had the dumbbell in my hand, and I was just staring at him down on the ground. Hey! I killed him. I killed Chihiro. Even after all this time, I'm still just as weak as I've always been. And thanks to that, I did something I can never take back.
Yeah, it's pretty shit.
Mondo. He was normally so aggressive, so angry. He hid that weak side away from everyone. That was his secret. A weakness like that lived in a heart like his, and it turned him cold-blooded. God damn it!
Look at him. You see, you're all just like him. For a secret from the past, for a memory, for that he killed another living human in cold blood. He couldn't cut free of his regrets from the outside world. He doesn't know what true strength is. Do you see hope anywhere in there? 'Cause I sure don't.
You bastard! Just shut up, you son of a bitch! Go ahead, say that again, I dare you!
Okay, I'll say it as many times as I want, is what I want to say, but unfortunately I can't do that right now, because the
this is
time
the
for
worst
punishing
part.
is fast approaching.
Is he gonna get run over by like a jillion motorcycles?
Punishing?
You mean execution?
That's what I promised you, right? The blackened that disturbs the peace will be punished.
Hold on!
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment for Mondo Owada, the ultimate biker gang leader.
No, wait! Wait!
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
I said wait!
No.
Sorry, man. I couldn't keep the promise we made. From one man to another.
There we go.
Ugh, this is the worst part.
Uh-huh. Mondo's been found guilty. Time for the punishment.
Oh my gosh.
It's something. Yep.
Oh.
It's a motorcycle, alright. And Monokuma has his own little ducktail.
Woo! Oh my god! This game
Oh.
really does find that balance.
Yeah. So what do we got? We got that cage of death.
Love it. Solid start. Little vroom vroom action.
Whoop.
Just nopes out.
Yeah.
Well, it's gonna just lose its momentum and he's gonna land on his head. Oh my god!
Nope.
Oh, he's just gonna die of dizziness.
Well, it's electric too.
Oh.
The cage is electric, yeah.
Oh. It's electric!
Oh. Guess he's done. Where'd he go?
He did. Oh. I hate everything about this. They made him into butter?
Yep.
Why? Oh, 'cause he's a corn cob! No fucking way!
We never thought of that.
Oh my god, I bet you anything that they did, though.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Laugh at death and your soul will forever be at peace.
It can't.
Oh, you're gonna make Taka keep the butter as a...
My brother!
Oh,
Another murder. And another execution.
deadly trial.
I want to feel again.
Oh.
Everyone's lives are taken so lightly here. I feel like I might be going mad. Maybe I'll just let it happen.
Oh, Taka! Baby! No!
Taka's sad screams invaded our skulls. We were each forced to realize once again. But he, of course he had to.
What a disappointment.
Ugh.
This is the end of the game.
You know, we were all hoping you'd get it. Everyone was super on board with that.
Byakuya?
You're completely insane. You know what? A game? One of our friends is dead. Do you realize that?
Of course I do, because this game is life or death.
I don't have anything to say to you. I don't have a response. Except that. I just don't understand why. Why did you go out of your way to disguise Mondo's crime?
Why? Isn't it obvious? Because it made things more interesting.
His voice was calm and motionless, like the voice of death. It chilled me to the bone.
Last night, when the murder took place, I was in the library as usual.
So you ignored the nighttime rule too?
That rule never mattered to me. I don't recall agreeing to it.
Well, I don't particularly care. Please continue.
She's all butthurt that the rule she proposed is getting broken. The night grew late, and I decided to return to my room, which is when I stumbled upon him. I spotted Mondo coming out of the girls' locker room. After he'd gone, I looked inside and saw the corpse.
You mean you actually witnessed the murder?
He was such a fool. He didn't have the slightest idea that I'd seen him.
So, you're saying you knew who the culprit was from the very beginning?
Indeed. But if that had been the end of it, how boring would that have been? I mean, what a waste of time to have the answer revealed right at the beginning. Which is why I decided to lend a little helping hand. I thought it would liven things up.
You did all that to liven things up?
So, after hearing about Genocide Jack from Toko, you decided to use that. Create a fake murder scene.
But damn, man. If we hadn't figured out who'd really done it, you would have been dead too, right?
Well, obviously I would have revealed the truth before it reached that point. Of course.
Byakuya turned and looked me in the eye. I could feel his sharp eyes piercing into me.
Pretty sure his eyes are still spherical, but
Thanks to a certain remarkable someone, it never did, and I was able to perform an interesting experiment. Once I do decide to become blackened, I now know who I'll have to watch out for.
so, that was your reason.
Are you satisfied?
Yes, we're done listening to your story. Moving on. There's something I'd like to ask Monokuma.
Oh, I'm up next?
You like to perform these elaborate executions each time, right? My question is, why?
Also, do you have any Mondo butter left?
Oh,
Sorry, too soon.
Too soon. Very too soon. That happened like 45 seconds ago.
Do you like them? But, you know, this punishment, this despair, it's not just for you. All this punishment, all this despair is my gift to mankind itself.
You're over-exaggerating.
I am not over-exaggerating. These punishments are meant to transform all hope into despair.
What do you mean?
Mean? Mean? Mean. Mean. Good grief! I don't understand why you have to pick apart every little stupid thing!
Whatever. Doesn't matter. In the end, I'm going to stand alone as the victor, and then everything will be revealed to me.
Ah, the noble son of a noble family. Truly you understand me. I think this is the start of a terrifying friendship.
Shut up. I would never stoop to the level of a childish criminal like you. Let me just say this. After I've achieved complete victory, you're up next. I'm going to find you and kill you. Understand? In the name of the Togami family, for which victory is a foregone conclusion.
Ooh, so cool. It's like you're the main character of a video game or something.
Hashtag oops.
No trash mob for you.
I swear, whatever it takes, I will kill you.
Temper. Sounds like someone needs a nap.
It's me! Okay. Byakuya is like, not really a good dude, but not an evil dude either.
Yeah. Monokuma's laughter peeled across the courtroom, and the curtain closed on the case of Chihiro and Mondo. But I knew it wasn't the end. The killing game would still continue, because the mastermind wouldn't let it end. For those of us who were still alive, our worst fear and despair kept on multiplying. It was the kind of despair that felt like a blind puppy in hell had more of a future than us. All of our courage, our effort, our friendship, it felt like it amounted to nothing at all. It was the worst kind of despair. Oh.
Well, anyway, like I was saying, this is a pretty good spot. Yeah, really good spot. Anyway, isn't it amazing how that girl went and killed someone before even things had a chance to get boring? Once things really got moving, really get moving, it'll be like a roller coaster. There won't be any stopping it. Fear and despair charge toward at a speed that nothing can hope to match. But I must admit, I'm disappointed. I went to all the pain and effort of making you part of the group, and you couldn't even play your part. You do remember you were supposed to make the first move, right? Well, no biggie. Nothing we can do about it now, so just do your best to make things more exciting from now on, okay? After all, that's what everyone wants to see.
There's something I'd like to ask you.
As long as you don't want to know my measurements, fire away!
Who is it? The 16th high school student, I mean.
My, you really took me by surprise there. I know I said you could ask anything, but super denied, ultra denied, demonic denied. Because you see, that's my ace in the hole. And nobody'd be dumb enough to reveal that, right? No matter how close they were to their friends.
Well,
Chapter 2 is done. Holy shit.
that took forever.
That did take forever. For almost an hour in.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh.
10 survivors remaining.
Oh, fucking A.
Jeez.
So
to
there's
be
another
continued.
one.
Yeah. Someone
Is that Makoto's sister that you were talking about before who's in the second game?
No. She's somewhere completely different while all this is happening. You received the crazy diamond present. It's Mondo's jacket.
Oh.
Alright, let's save the data. Okay.
Alright, everybody.
Yep.
next time.
Yeah, that was a crazy ending to a crazy episode. Next time on Manly Voices, we will delve into Chapter 3 of Danganronpa. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I don't know why I'm going to save again because it already saved, but whatever. Thanks
Can't
everyone
hurt.
so much for watching. If you like this, please leave a like down below and subscribe if you want to see more. And also leave a comment on what other voice adventures you'd like us to do next. Until next time, good night everybody.
Good night.